Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome to the Gaming 4. Today in this Unturned update video, I'm going to be going over the changes that occurred in update 3.15.2.0. To start us off, I just want to mention that berries have been changed and are now more useful. Also, C4 has been changed, the name of it has been changed to Sticky Grenade. So, before it wasn't really like a C4, you sort of threw it and it would stick to whatever it hit, and then it would just blow up. So that's more like a sticky grenade. So, instead of C4 though, Nelson has added three new explosively related devices. So, here we are in my inventory, and here's one of them, the makeshift grenade. Here's another, the charge, which is sort of to take place of the claymore, I think. And then the third one is the detonator. Now, they are incredibly fun. So this makeshift grenade, pretty much all you need to know about it is it works like a normal grenade. It's weaker though, but it'll do the job, and you don't probably need as much materials to build it. So as you can see, it's not blowing up the fence with the first grenade. It takes a couple. So it is definitely weaker. Now we get to the detonator and the charge. So these two actually work together. How the charge works is you place them on the ground, or wherever you want to detonate them. And then what you have to do is you have to take out the detonator, and maybe we can catch him in the fire, and right click when they show yellow. And that'll pretty much link it to the detonator. And they should turn blue for a bit and then green. So now what we can do is we can left click and blow them up. It's freaking amazing. So finally they've added, a C4 that can be remotely detonated, and this is just so fun. I love how they explode one after the other. I mean, you can even stick them like upside down, trap people. This is an amazing addition to the game. So also, if you've placed one and you think you got it linked and you want to try, you can hit it all you want. It's just not going to blow up anything. Also, once you select it like it is now, you can unselect it, just so, if you didn't want to blow up that C4 at that moment, you can unselect that. Okay, so here's something interesting that I was messing around and I figured out you could do, or that wouldn't happen. If you select one of these C4s and blow it up, the other one will actually remain intact. Alright, so another change that has happened has to do with hit markers. So, in the past, the hit marker would show up directly in the middle of your gun, and that's where it would stay. Well, now, if I shoot this guy, I think you have to be scoped in? No, you don't have to be scoped in. It's a little hard to see without it, though. When you shoot the guy, the hit marker stays on the body for that 1 second where they're, like, stunned. So you can actually now see where you shoot people and, be able to adjust from there, or I don't know. It's just for a better feel when you're shooting people over distances, probably. So, getting into some of the more interesting changes, Nelson has also improved network connection with this game, and apparently now this game uses less bandwidth, which is fantastic. So, hopefully, that'll be able to make servers run better and have more people on one server at a time. Also, something that's pretty interesting is that Nelson fixed a bug where a certain area would spawn more than 64 zombies at a time. So I think 64 zombies, based off of this statement, is actually the zombie cap. I wasn't sure what that was before, but now we actually have a number that we can base it off of. So I'm pretty sure 64 zombies is the zombie cap, so that's just pretty interesting. It's hopefully not really going to affect much, though. I mean, 64 zombies is still a lot, so I don't think you'd really need more than that within an area. So, I guess it's just a good change anyway to keep the game more stable. Along with this update, Nelson also tweaked some of the explosives recipes. So, I'm not sure exactly how he changed them. None of them are showing up, but he did. So, hopefully, they're more realistic, I guess, to craft. So there's also a change with bow damage. So Nelson changed bow damage to be more along the line of sharpshooter rifle damage. So I'm not sure if that's an upgrade in damage or downgrade. I think it might be a downgrade in damage because I think before they were sort of considered as sniper rifles because they were a one shot to the head, and I know some sharpshooter rifles aren't. So I think bow damage definitely got a downgrade, and so yeah, that's just what he did. Another change relating to game stability or server stability has to do with how many networked vehicles there are. So apparently he fixed a crash where you'd have more than 70 or around 70 networked vehicles on a server at a time, which is a crap ton. So I'm not sure why people were putting that much guns in the server, but now if your server crashes because of it, it's not, well, he's tried to fix that. So hopefully it won't happen at all. Alright, so one of my last changes that I'm going to talk about has to do with farms and seeds. So apparently, seeds before were not vulnerable to people hitting them or having guns shoot them, something like that. Now they are. They're not invincible to that anymore, and so yeah, they can be broken in that way. Also, relating to hay, apparently now the hay explosion animation has been upgraded. Also, guys, just to prove that you can break these seeds, there we go. I just punched it and it broke. Alright, so my last change has to do with servers. There's been a new server command that's been added, and you do have to add that into the commands.dat file. So, what it does, it's called hide admins, and pretty much what this is supposed to do is, whenever you've got an admin on a server, their name shows up blue, and if you look at, well, when you see it in map, it shows up blue, and they've got like a little hammer thing as an icon. This supposedly will not show that. So I don't really have a good way of testing that because I can't guarantee that I'm the admin of my own server. That sometimes doesn't work, but we should see it be applied here as we run the server. So it said up here, successfully hid admins right there, right underneath the perspective line. So yeah, this definitely works, and this is just another useful thing that you guys can use with your servers. So also something else, this came along with the update notes. So Nelson has a test server up, and so the IP is this right here. I will have this in the description, and the port is here as well. And so if you guys want to join the server, you will spawn in with a detonator and 10 charges, and I'm guessing you'll just be blowing people up. So, that sounds like fun. I haven't tried that out, but yeah, I might hear in a bit. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this update video. There's a lot of changes. I'm probably going to name this one the Explosives Update, just because, there's so much that had to do with explosives. Crafting recipes, new C4, sticky grenade, stuff like that. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this and learned something. Please like the video if you did, and subscribe if you want to see some more. I will see you all later.